You're good.
Hi, everyone. This is Michelle Grimolia, the President and CEO here at Woodland Pond, and today is Tuesday, July 5th. I'm actually broadcasting from Sarah's office because my office is not accessible right now because of filming. So hopefully you're getting this sort of loud and clear. I have a few updates today and some other information, but just to confirm, as of right now, today is the last confirmed day of filming. I do understand that there might be a request put in to do some outdoor filming on Thursday, which I will be speaking to the film crew about once I get some additional information. Looks like there might be some weather conflict today, so we might there might be some outdoor filming that has to happen on Thursday, but my understanding as of right now is that today is the last day that we would be having any indoor filming. So that would be a good thing. I know everyone is anxious to be able to use the lobby again. So it's been great having, the ability to be very flexible with moving concierge to the library, but I know everyone is excited to be able to use that main lobby again. So we will be looking forward to that. If the plans stay as scheduled, the Wednesday and Thursday of this week will be cleanup days inside. So there might be some continued activity on campus, but not filming as far as we know it right now. If anything changes with that, we will certainly let you know. To that vein, we are going to plan on making sure that things are scheduled tomorrow as if they will be disrupted. So just a couple of notes for you. So the physical plant committee tomorrow is going to be held in the PAC at 10 a.m. rather than in the classroom. The brain teasers will be in the art studio as scheduled, as will Spanish conversations will also be in the art studio as scheduled. Canasta will be in the art studio and the current events will be in the PAC tomorrow. So that's what we are anticipating for tomorrow. So if you have any of those things on your calendar, go ahead and make those notes. Today, very important, we do have a fabulous concert that's happening at 3 p.m. today. It is going to be in the PAC, and it's the Lyra Music Festival visit of young performers that are between ages 12 and 18. And they're going to be here performing I believe it's classical music, but they will be here performing live in person in the PAC. So we would really like everyone to try to come to that event. I think it's going to be one of the highlights of the summer for us. So please do plan on attending that event today at 3 p.m. in the PAC. And I can assure you that you will not regret making those plans. And you probably will regret if you don't make them. So enjoy that concert today at 3 p.m. in the PAC. Let's see, a couple of other things that have come up. A number of you have asked questions about sort of the negotiated payment for the location fee for filming. And I'm not at liberty to share the exact amounts, but what I can share with you is there is a sort of standard filming amount that this particular studio pays. And it's more for days of filming typically and less on days that there is no filming. But suffice it to say, I negotiated much higher than the standard rates and negotiated the same rate for filming and non-filming days. So I didn't accept the initial sort of standard pricing. Again, fortunately, we didn't have to cancel any resident events or activities. We've had no, disruption of services in terms of cancellation of anything. But certainly there is a convenience factor that, we certainly need to be reimbursed for. And I was very successful in negotiating that reimbursement. Again, for those that have asked, we did not seek this out. This is something that Peacock came to us, identifying that Woodland Pond is a beautiful location and perfect for this particular episode. So, for those that have sort of surmised that this is something that we sought out for financial gain, that is not the case. Certainly, the payment is welcome because, as you all know, obviously inflation is hitting Woodland Pond extremely hard and was not budgeted for, not anticipated, just as with all of you. So certainly the reimbursement for the disruption is welcome at this time because, facing the inflation that we are, it's a little bit of a pressure relief valve in a way. So certainly we're not going to, lament the payment. But again, this is not something that we sought out. This is something that we are being cooperative in, because we do think Woodland Pond is a beautiful location, and they actually love the carpet. So if we can find someone that loves the carpet, then I guess we're in good stead. And also incidentally, Dedrick's separately negotiated a payment for their own space. And as well as my understanding is that the cottage residents that had their physical location impacted for a day or two, likewise also negotiated a separate payment. So again, this is all sort of in the spirit of reimbursement. This is not, a moneymaker by any means. And really it's just going to help us sort of be made a little bit more whole for the impacts of the inflation that we're seeing, unfortunately. So that's the best that I can offer in terms of that. If you have any additional specific questions about those arrangements, I will share what I can, but not all of the information is publicly available. There also was a question about scope creep. So, as we initially discussed, and what I discussed with the Residents Council was that it was my goal to have as little disrupted as possible. So again, we have not had to cancel any events or activities at all. We've had no interruption in terms of emergency services or anything like that, deliveries, all those things are happening. But we did end up needing to give over a little bit more space than we initially thought. In terms of the classroom and the game room. Fortunately, the art studio has very little on the calendar most of the time, and it's a perfect meeting space. So we were able to just sort of slide a lot of those activities from the game room and the classroom into the art studio. So that's worked out really well. The reason that ended up happening, though, was because although the initial site location folks that I was meeting with and that Shannon was meeting with had determined that they would not need the classroom or the game room. Actually, the extras union, and I don't know the exact name of the union, but the union reps came in and said that the spaces that we had identified for extras was not going to be adequate for the union requirements specifically related to COVID and space between seats and so forth. So, it was an easy fix. As I said, we were able to move everything to the art studio, but some had questioned that because that was not originally part of the plan. Certainly I can appreciate that they, required more space for the extras specifically related to COVID precautions. So certainly was not going to argue that. Obviously we're very in tune to wanting to have as safe an environment as possible. So that's how that ended up coming to be, though, for those that had asked that question. So we are being flexible, looking like all of this is going to wrap up one way or another by this Friday. I do not know when Dedrick's will be opened again. I'm thinking probably Monday for Dedrick's. But again, you should be having no interruption in terms of your prescriptions and those kinds of things. That should all be kind of coming to you as planned. So I'm in the office all week. If anybody needs anything, certainly you can reach out to me and I will see you soon. Thank you.